In the Season 2 finale of Star Wars Rebels, there was a mysterious voice within the Sith Holocron that was the key to powering the ancient Sith weapon at the heart of the Sith Temple. Not much is known about the voice, but we do have some information and idea of what it could potentially be. The voice has only at this point been referred to as the Presence, and was voiced by Nakia Futterman, who was in fact the same actress who voiced Asajj Ventress for Star Wars The Clone Wars. This has led some to speculate that the voice could be Ventress herself. However, we know this is completely false. For starters, the Holocron and temple in the episode are ancient. Something that really goes to illustrate this is that currently in canon, the battle that was waged at the Sith Temple is known as the Scourge of Malachor, and is actually the first known use of lightsabers in continuity. This means it would be impossible for the voice to be Ventress. On top of this, comments following the episode by Dave Filoni give us a still foggy but clearer picture of who the voice is. Dave Filoni said that in his mind, the presence in the Holocron was an ancient lady of the Sith who constructed the temple on Malachor with the help of her followers. Filoni said that not only was it a temple, but it was also secretly a weapon that had the ability to destroy mass amounts of life. He went on to elaborate that the Jedi discovered this weapon, and that it had been constructed, and launched an assault in an attempt to destroy it. The superweapon was supposedly unfinished by the time the Jedi arrived, and was set off. Whether this was intentional or not is unknown. Once the weapon's power was released, all Jedi and Sith alike in the immediate proximity instantly turned to stone. What we see in the Season 2 finale of Rebels is the aftermath of the weapon's chaos. It is my theory that the ancient lady of the Sith, who is the presence inside the Holocron, purposefully discharged the weapon once she saw the battle was lost, and in a final act of defiance, fired it to destroy as many Jedi as possible, even if it meant she would kill her own followers, and possibly herself. The most interesting of Dave Filoni's comments were that he did in fact have a name for the presence, but that it was not time to reveal it yet. This to me is really important, and while possible it could mean something else, I feel the fact that he didn't give us the name means it likely has some significance and might possibly be a Sith we have heard of before. This presence is actually very dangerous, as it was said that the knowledge it holds has the potential to destroy the Sith. However, there is something peculiar I noticed. Maul stated that the knowledge within the Holocron had the potential to destroy the Sith. When Maul said this, he had no idea what was actually inside of the Holocron and the knowledge that it had, and actually still doesn't. However, when Ezra activated the Holocron, the presence told him the knowledge was that the temple was actually an ancient weapon that had the ability to destroy life. In the end of the episode, the weapon and temple caved in, and left it covered in debris from the aftermath. What this means is that the power to destroy the Sith was also caved in. This is something that Maul is actually unaware of just yet. I do want to point this out though. Although we witnessed things around the temple be destroyed, we never actually witnessed the temple itself explode. In reality, the temple is likely still intact, as it had fired before and the temple still remained. Again, however, in the trailer for Season 3 of Rebels, we can see Ezra and Maul placing two holocrons together with what looks to be a Sith holocron and a Jedi holocron now. At the very end of the trailer, when it fades to black, we hear Ezra say, "The key to destroy the Sith." This may indicate that the holocron holds other secrets as to how to destroy them. What is super interesting is that the person responsible for the holocron also constructed it to hold the secret to eliminate the Sith. So my question is, why would she do that if she were a Sith herself? An answer could potentially be that this Lady of the Sith built it as a safeguard to harbor her own power and rule with the knowledge of how to eliminate her potential enemies. My guess is that the voice is actually currently the Legends character of Darth Traya, and by the sounds of her was the reigning Dark Lord of the Sith in her time. I cannot wait to discover more about this presence, as they sound very similar to Palpatine, and it would be great to have another Sith mastermind in canon. So that is what we know so far about the mysterious presence Ezra encountered and supposedly has been communicating with and possibly learning from. Dave Filoni's comments after the episode are really important because as of currently, we only have 8 known Sith Lords in canon, and the addition of another Sith would be a big deal. There was talk about bringing Revan back into continuity, but switching the character to be a female, but I think this might be a mistake. I feel the same way about this as I do most things similar to it. Changing a character's race or gender is a non-issue if there is a sufficient reasoning behind it. That said, changing a character just because is in my opinion unwise. I would rather have a previously established Sith such as Traya revealed as the presence and bring Revan back some other way. So what do you guys think? Tell me down below who you think the Presence is. Do you think it's a new character or a Legends character waiting to be canonized? And what do you think about Dave Filoni not giving us the name for the Presence and revealing that they are indeed a Sith? It definitely sounds like to me that the voice may have several plans on how to destroy the Sith, which is really interesting and I would love to find out why. If you have any other lore topics or questions you want answered, do not hesitate to tweet them at me at StupendousWave on Twitter or leave a comment below and I will try my best to answer or make a full video dedicated to your topic. Thanks again for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.